Okay, so first off, we should probably clarify that we can't possibly cover every product Google has ever killed off. Even if we tried, we'd probably miss one, as they've axed around 200 products and services over the years, and the name of the channel is Tech Quickie, not Tech Lengthy. One of Google's earliest and most interesting offerings to get kiboshed, though, was Google Answers. Launched all the way back in 2001, the idea was actually to get curated answers to both tech and general knowledge questions by Google staffers, instead of just any bozo with a keyboard and an internet connection. There's lots of those. Although it was initially free, Google later started charging a small fee for the service, which was then split between Google and the researchers themselves, and users could even leave a tip for the staffer that answered their question. Google Answers ended up gaining a cult following, and I think most of us would agree it was far better than getting answers from some Yahoo. Get it? Unfortunately, the user base was just never all that big, and while one of Google's public missions is to provide information, they decided there were easier ways to do it than by employing a team of trivia experts. They shut down Answers in 2006, though a second free iteration continued operating until 2014 in countries whose websites weren't well indexed by Google. Moving on, did you know that YouTube wasn't Google's first foray into video hosting? What? Back in 2005, Google launched the simply named Google Video, which was originally designed to be a repository of searchable video that anyone could use, especially useful as they offered unlimited length downloads at a time when YouTube videos were limited to only 15 minutes. They even started selling downloads of major motion pictures in 2009. Now, by this point, Google had already acquired YouTube, and the company's other, separate video hosting service became largely redundant. Plus, Google Video had more of a reputation for hosting academic and instructional videos rather than the wide variety of content YouTube was offering. So Google Video's catalog was merged into YouTube, and Google Video was shut down in 2012. But now let's talk about some of Google's failed hardware offerings, starting with the Nexus Q from 2012, which was undoubtedly a cool looking piece of kit that bore a passing resemblance to an Echo Spot, just without a screen. It was a streaming media player that could send video from Google Play or YouTube to a connected TV, or play audio from Google Play over speakers connected via a built-in amplifier. Okay, so it was like an early smart TV dongle or NVIDIA Shield with super basic functionality. Sounds pretty reasonable, right? Here was the catch. It was $300! Many reviewers also realized quickly that the Nexus Q's companion app was quite buggy. Although it had some premium features like banana plug connectors and an amplifier that sounded pretty darn good, the Nexus Q never actually went on sale to the public and was later replaced by the much more sensibly priced Chromecast. It was $35. Last up in today's episode is a gadget that probably wasn't as good as the smartphone camera you've got in your pocket right now. But it cost a pretty penny. Google Clips, introduced in 2018. This was a miniature camera whose main appeal was that it used Google-built artificial intelligence to know when something interesting happened in front of it. The camera would then automatically start recording whatever goings-on were in progress and save them to a wirelessly connected phone. Of course, the immediately obvious problem here is that the Clips camera didn't exactly have the same opinions as a human on what qualified as interesting content. Not to mention it was pretty limited in terms of recording capability. It couldn't capture audio, it only recorded 15 frames per second, and the lens couldn't move around on its own. Plus, you had to put it a few feet in front of a space where you already expected something interesting to happen. And at $250, it was hard to see how this was better than just busting out a phone yourself and hitting record. So it wasn't surprising when Google stopped selling the Clips camera in October 2019. That was a month ago at the time of filming. So is there another obscure or not so obscure Google product you want us to cover in a future episode? Let us know in the comments, even if it's not quite dead yet. It could be only mostly dead. Is your brain mostly dead? Revitalize it with Brilliant. You see, effective learning is active, not passive. Learning from lectures and videos just isn't as effective as diving in and doing things yourself. So Brilliant is a problem-solving based website and app with a hands-on approach, with over 60 interactive courses in math, science, and computer science. Master concepts by solving fun, challenging problems yourself, not by watching someone else do it. Brilliant is really useful if you're in a STEM course, but they also have courses for storytelling, code writing, all with interactive challenges and problems to solve. One course you should definitely check out is Search Engines. Ever wondered how Google can answer your question in just a fraction of a second, even though there are billions of websites for it to search through? We'll learn how that all works with hands-on problems. Brilliant elevates you to be your best, thoughtful self. So check it out, as the first 200 people who head to brilliant.org/techquickie will get 20% off their annual premium subscription. Wowza! Check it out at the link below. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Like the video, dislike the video, follow your heart, Check out our other videos and comment below with video suggestions if you have them. And also, don't forget to subscribe and follow us. There's a big list of things like we want you to do. Please do them.